Hey there, you beautiful babies in the Syndicate. It's me, your host and DM, Seth, and I'm just here at the beginning of this episode to very briefly inform you about our partnership with Kraken Dice. Now, if you're rolling into 2023 without any swag, dice, or any other miscellaneous things that you want in your life, head over to krakendice.com. Anything in the store will be 15% off as long as you use our Syndicate at checkout. Our Syndicate is D20 Syndicate. That's right. Just type in D20 Syndicate when checking out, and 15% off of everything in the store is yours for the rest of time. Okay, that's it. Enjoy whatever comes after this. I think it's like a podcast or something. I don't know.
Previously on Into the Yonder Void, we left the bookstore and we're making our way towards the Duma Inn, and then my friends were trying to get me to, I don't know, find some other guy, and it got weird. But then in the process, some dude came over and took Nez's sketchbook. So, yeah, shit's not great right now.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Hey, look, it's us.
Look, it's
us. Coming to you live.
We're streaming live into your eyes and ears.
And hearts.
So if you can
stare at the Spotify screen, stare at it.
So if you can only hear it, you're doing it wrong.
They're staring at it and it's hypnototing them.
Okay.
You have an alfalfa sprout in the back, Tomas, and it is adorable. Because you were also smiling. A weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e
I feel like a fool.
actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm Spanky and I play Nezrah.
I'm Alfalfa. I fucking guess. Play Gil.
I'm Lindsey, and I played Darla, I think? Darla. And the kid who likes pickles.
Oh, double roll.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie Murphy.
What can I say?
I'm Buckwheat.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 81.
81. 81.
I don't know why that number is so menacing to me. 81.
Because you're saying it like that. That's it.
Yeah. That ain't it.
That's
Inflection has nothing to do with it.
80 puppies. Oh, fuck.
Where?
Osteoporosis.
See, that's legitimately
That's
scary.
actually scary, yeah.
You don't have to make it
double
scarier.
Damn. No, damn.
We have a review.
Ooh.
This one isn't exactly an us review, but they left it on our website. It's adjacent.
Oh.
So I figured I'd be nice and throw a dog a bone here. This is from Dan with 2 N's. He left a message on our actual website. You can leave us reviews there. That's totally cool. And it reads, just started listening to the podcast on the immense strength of Big Sneaky Barbarian.
Oh, shit.
Didn't know where else to say this. Fuck me, mate. That's a fun book. I love it. Write more now. Great references and a ripper of a story. Shiny characters and beefy action. I hope you're fucking proud, Seth. You better be. And how super sexual is that performer? I only want to listen to him read shit forever now. Give him a slow hard kiss from me. Boom Shanka. Well, thank you, Dan, for acknowledging that you've listened to the podcast.
I thought the natural end of that was going to be a lot earlier.
Yeah, kept going. Yep, he kept going with it.
I'm going to assume, based on some of the word usage, that Dan is an Aussie. Dan, if you're an Aussie and I called it correctly, or perhaps a Kiwi, you just go ahead and you let us know.
Shanka.
Yes, leave us another review, and then actually tell us what you feel about this show.
So now read it in an Australian accent and see if it makes more sense.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. No.
His lips quivering as he stares at the screen, debating if he's going to do it or not.
I was also thinking, like, how do you say the word "just" in Australia? Yeah. Just started listening.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mixed with Claire from Lost.
Oh, I thought you said Austrian.
Osteoporosis.
That was a total fluke. I'm shit. Anyway, you can leave us a review anywhere, man.
Yeah, thanks for the review on my book. Dope.
Oh, yeah, Seth wrote a book. That's what he's referring to.
Yeah, it's called Big Sneaky Barbarian. It is a
Beefy
podcast. Yeah, it is a beefy boy. If you get the audiobook, it rolls in at 20 and a half hours. Yeah, and it has actually been doing really well in Australia. So I've gotten a lot of positive reviews from Aussies.
Well, nice.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
And that similar crazy humor.
Yeah, I guess so. They like a good insult, and it's loaded with them.
That's where they ended the leftovers, so I like Australia.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
My house in the middle of the woods. My house. What's that coming over here? Oh, no. It's a fucking banshee.
We're friends.
We're having soft tacos later.
For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I want to know, what is your character's greatest achievement so far in their life? Now, it doesn't have to be an incredible achievement, just something that you have valued as a person, something that was important to you and you are proud of yourself for it. So, you know what? I'm going to roll for this today. Handy dandy D4. And that is Fee.
In all your
Is
long
it?
years that you remember, what is your greatest achievement?
So, I guess one thing I'm proud of is, I guess achievement that I had is, any of my potions. It's pure chance anything turns out the way it's supposed to, and some of them ended up evolving into another thing, including one that I'm especially proud of, my Sisok drink, and it's some sort of ass kicker is with that. Yeah, and it's an alcohol that literally knocks you on your ass. And so I always really enjoy, seeing that happen to people. It's very fun. So, yeah, I'm proud of that.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next up is Can.
My greatest achievement.
Yes.
So I think probably my greatest achievement was this one time when I entered a crafting competition and I sewed a jacket and I submitted that and I was really proud of it. I didn't win, but this man bought it from me afterwards and I felt pretty good about that. And then I was out at the tavern a couple nights later and he was wearing it.
Very nice. And that is your greatest achievement?
Yeah, I wasn't doing too much up until now.
That is perfectly fine. Thank you, Can.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, Gil.
Well, as somebody who has achieved many great things, it's hard to narrow down just to one. A lot of conquests, a lot of adventures, a lot of partners. But I think The greatest achievement I have ever done was becoming mayor of the Spore village of Inoka.
Did that get, was that official?
Yes, it was signed and sealed.
And delivered.
Oh, yeah.
I have the badge and everything.
All right. So, okay. Well,
It just says MAYR and it's on a piece of paper stapled to my chest.
well, thank you, Gil. And Nez.
Has a crudely drawn mushroom on it. I'd like to think that my greatest achievement so far is adapting and transcribing and expounding upon Veldak's method of the Kipu and transcribing spells using our Kipu method.
Very nice. Very wholesome.
That's Piku.
All right. Well, shall we get started?
Oh,
Yes.
So,
Here comes Mayor Gil.
clomping into victory.
when we last left off, you guys were in Astora, and you guys had some noodles, you'd had some book shopping fun, and you had recently ventured onto the roofs where seems to be a lot of pedestrian traffic takes place in this town. And on your way to the Duma Inn, Nez's sketchbook was stolen.
Bastard.
And the person that stole the sketchbook took off running. Gil gave chase and was getting close, but fumbled the grab, and this individual leapt up to another roof, turned around, and Gil, you noticed that he was a dwarf, and his kind of sign-off was for the forge, and then he turned and began to book it. So that's where we're at. We're going to start with you, Gil, since you're right in the thick of it at the moment. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can we roll to see who I gave my tooth to?
I think it still can.
Well, I mean, it was like 2 days and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I would have done it again, like getting off of the ship.
Yeah, how about everybody roll a d20, whoever has the highest.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
16.
10.
What'd you get?
6.
Okay, Nez has the tooth.
Nice. This
Hi.
works perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue chase as
Okay.
well as I can, and I'm going to say, "Don't worry, buddy. I'm going to get this shit back for you."
Oh, Gil's chasing him.
And I'm so this guy went up over like a ledge or
He
something?
jumped up to a roof that's higher up than the one you're currently on. It's about 25 feet up.
I'm going to Misty Step
Yeah.
up
Nice.
there.
All right,
Yep.
you're going to Misty Step up.
And then I will use my full action to dash to try and catch up to him.
All right, give me athletics.
Guys, let's see if we can head him off. And
Do we realize what happened?
You two might not. You and Fee might not realize what had happened because it happened very quickly.
so I say that and I just sort of take off, but I don't follow directly. I try to follow and go around like on the actual streets or like paths.
On the paths on the roof?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check then.
I'm immediately using my inspiration.
Okay.
I got dirty 20 total.
Okay. Hold on to that for a second. 8. Okay. What are you two doing since you saw Gil take off, then you heard Nez say what he said and then take off. What are you two doing?
Where are they going?
I don't know. Nez is always running.
That bitch always runs.
I do be run.
This makes me feel like I should be running
Yeah,
too.
I think we should run after him. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, both of you give me perception checks as well.
Seth, make the runny flappy hands.
Yeah. I'm rolling real shit. Real shit.
Real shit. Can's rolling.
24.
Thank God. 12.
Okay. Who are you trying to follow? Are you trying to follow Gil where Gil's going, or are you trying to follow where Nez is going?
I'm gonna see if I can catch up to Gil.
Okay. So you spotted Gil. You see him misty step onto a roof and begin to just charge forward after something. Who are you trying to follow? Gil or Nez?
Probably Nez.
Okay. He's a bit easier to see because he's still on a lower level. And he's taller than fucking everybody. Taller than God. Suck it, God! So yeah, you can see that Nez is looking up at the roof and he is like kind of skirting along an edge. Nez, you see where Gil went to, but he kind of disappears over the lip of the roof because it's 25 feet up. Sure. And you got pretty close. You kind of lose track of where they are, but if you give me a survival check, you might be able to tell which direction they were heading, because you were back, so you could see what the upper roof looked like.
Any chance I could change it to cooking? Like
You're cooking up an idea.
yeah. No, dirty 20 for
Okay,
survival.
yeah. So even though you lose track of where they physically went in space, you remembered kind of the route from where you were looking from farther away, the most likely path that they would be following. So you can skirt around on this roof and go underneath these two awnings and continue along this one path that's it's busy, but you can go. Would you give me an athletics check? And I need Fee and Can to also give me athletics checks.
Get the back here, you little asshole!
10.
Okay.
8.
18.
Okay. So, Nez, you are booking it. And Fee, you can see him kind of head off and skirt around, but he's going so fast that you kind of start to lose track of him, especially in the crowd. Can, you are able to spot where Gil is going, but you're not moving as fast as you could be. Before we switch back to Gil, is there anything you two specifically would like to do in order to, I don't know, increase your odds, or are you just kind of just going to go keep along like you're doing?
This is very fun to picture, by the way.
Yeah.
A rooftop chase.
Yes,
with
I'm imagining I'm the cop on the ground trying to
Looking
follow
on.
the vigilante chasing the bad guy. Yeah.
It's funny because it'd be funny if it was just doodles in this notebook. It's just you're drawing one. Yes.
Somehow Kate Winslet from Titanic is in there.
I'm gonna be charging forward, and I'm just gonna yell out to anybody in my way, "Scooch!"
Okay, gotcha. You would reach that area of the roof if you're trying to follow him, and that's 25 feet up. Are you going to try to get up there somehow?
Mm-hmm.
And how are you going to do that?
I'm gonna use my thorn whip.
Ooh,
Okay, what's
Indiana
the range on your
Jones.
thorn
I think it's 30.
That's sick.
30 feet.
Okay, yeah, give me dex. Give me just a general dex roll.
Hell yeah.
This is a very cool, unconventional way to use this.
Yeah.
cantrip.
Tomas is also the commentator for this episode.
Well, I mean, they're expecting like me to bitch about the rules and shit, but I think like this is a really.
I don't think
cool-
anybody was expecting that.
Yeah.
What do you got to bitch about, Tomas?
Nothing in this instance.
Yeah, because you're too busy
support it.
chasing this guy.
Boy, now that's how you can trip.
Yeah.
8.
8.
That's not how you can trip.
Can's rounding a corner and then just flips up into the air.
Yeah, you with an 8, you lash out with your thorn whip, and you're able to grab on, but it's slow. Like it's slow going. It's not as fast as it could be, so you might lose some distance.
Okay.
But you can pull yourself up due to the nature of the thorn whip. It's just slow, so you're just like slowly going up.
Intense music's playing.
And Fee, is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just going to keep trucking?
I'm going to keep trucking, but you said I can't see him very well, right?
You had your 12, but he went so fast and into the crowd of people that he's harder to see now, because you're in a place where a lot of people are taller. You've noticed that a lot of these like furry scaled creatures are not exactly his height, but they're closer to his height than a lot of the people you've encountered lately.
I think I'm going to just ask them, have you seen a guy who looks like a tree?
You're just gonna grab some random person and say that?
As I'm just running through, if I start to not see him.
Get off me, you junkie!
So you're just gonna keep running though, as far as your like action.
I think so, unless so Gust.
Okay.
You're gonna say no.
Not the DM.
Can I use it so it
Gust
shoot
yourself?
out of me? Yeah, can I gust behind my
Push,
feet
like-
myself like little
propeller?
wheelies?
Well, like
Iron
push
Man.
yourself
Iron
with
Man.
Gust.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
Put the wind.
If you're
behind
gonna
my
do
back.
that, you can roll your athletics again, so it'll count as advantage. So
Okay.
would take whatever the higher is.
I'm imagining
I
it.
love this. I love you guys using the spells in this.
I imagine it being animated like Kiki's delivery
I gotta
service,
quit
where
using
she's
dice.
it just kind of picks her
It's
up.
the same.
Is it
It's
the same?
8.
Yeah, you like gust, and then you immediately like bump into somebody, and they're like kind of being jostled around. So it basically didn't really help you as much. Maybe if you could get a clear path through, you could try that again.
Okay.
Man, curse these dice ruining fun ideas.
I would say that giant metal dice is probably to blame because it keeps hitting. that
Sometimes it
corner.
rolls way good.
Weird.
Anyway,
Sometimes it does.
Gil.
I love how we have this conversation every time. Like, I don't know, man. Like sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's like
It's like
almost like
fucking
it's
random or something.
every
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
We've done fucking like 200 and got something episodes.
Yeah,
like,
we're fucking dumb. Okay. So how close am I to him? Right next to him?
Okay, so you got a dirty 20 for your athletics. Okay.
I'm hoofing it on these
Uh,
roofs. Roof
so-
hoofing.
Roof Hoofin.
Fin on
Episode
the
name.
roofin'.
Roof Hoopin.
New
Roof Hoofin.
New Roof Hoofin.
Love it.
So you are going very fast and you are catching up to him, but you have not physically caught up to him yet. There's still a few feet of space, and you see his eye kind of you see him kind of turn over his shoulder and can see that he's being chased. And you look down this avenue and you can see there are a bunch of objects that might become obstacles in your path. And as he's running, he immediately grabs this table, not a table, but like a rack of these stacked pots, and he hurls it behind him right in your path.
Oh, no,
So I need a
more.
dex save.
I'm going to. Right now, I'm saying that no matter what I roll, the intent is to jump up and then do a leg split over
Okay,
this.
All right, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, dex save.
Did any of the pots break?
Well, they're currently falling. We'll see if they break.
Okay.
21.
Nice.
Gil, you leap and do a midair split over these pots as they crash to the ground, busting everywhere. And it does not slow you down. You are continuing to chase this dwarf.
And as you leave the pots in the distance behind you, you hear a man come out of the shop and yell, "My ports!"
Dude, will you just stop? Why are you running for? I'm cramping.
All right, Nezrah, you're in this crowd of people. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Hell yeah, 21.
All right, yeah, you hear a loud crash up above in the direction you're running currently.
Okay.
And then you hear a, "Dude, stop, I'm cramping." and you're pretty sure you're on the right path. You, with that perception as well, you are doing really well. You see that there's still a crowd of people you'll have to navigate through.
Okay.
So, with that perception, you will not take a disadvantage to your next athletics.
Sick.
Um,
That's good, because I don't have any.
So, but you do see further ahead.
Yes.
You see that there is what appears to be
An
like
incline?
an incline,
Yes.
a ramp of some sort going up to the next level. There's
Okay.
also one that goes down.
That's what I was going to say I'm on the lookout for. Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Going up.
So go ahead and give me athletics.
All right. Normal athletics, like a normal person, and I got 9.
9.
Like a bookworm ass bitch.
So yeah, you start moving, and then somebody like sees you coming. They're like, oh, they're trying to get out of the way. You're trying to get out of the way, and you guys kind of bump into each other a
I
little bit.
supermarket sweep his ass.
You shoulder check him, and he like stumbles out of the way, but it still slows you down.
Shin splints.
And you can still continue to head toward that ramp, but it's at a little bit slower pace. You've made it to the roof.
This is great news.
All right, give me a perception check.
I like the idea of just cutting back to Can intermittently, and it's just the.
Just makes the entire thing.
And then back to the chase.
Do of inspiration.
A perception check. 17.
17. You saw Gil disappear around a corner chasing this guy, and then a moment later you hear a loud crash, and then you hear Gil yell something. So you know the direction they're going.
Okay. I'm going to turn into a hyena.
Okay. And do... Okay, yes. You transform into a hyena. How does your hyena look?
It's pretty gross looking, like all hyenas. But that little mane that they have, it's pink.
Okay, nice.
Tight.
And then
What about the spots? Does it have spots?
It has some markings, and they're like a dusty, kind of brownish pink.
Nice. Okay, so that was a bonus action. Are you just gonna use the rest of your action to like charge after?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going real fast.
What's the speed on the hyena?
Going real fast now, you see.
Regular speed is 50 feet.
Oh,
Getting fast.
It's a giant hyena, by the way.
okay.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Giant
Oh my god, that'd be
ass.
so horrifying in a city all of a sudden. But Jesus, why are they so fast? 50 feet? Holy fuck.
And are you going to use the rest of your turn to just be chasing? So you would travel 100 feet per 6 seconds? Okay. So you transform into this giant hyena, and people around you are like, jumping out of the way, and you take off around that corner so fast. You can catch up to Gil if you charge that entire turn.
Yes.
Okay. You could actually probably overtake him, but I don't know if you know what is happening, what he's chasing.
Well, I'm just going to try to, as I catch up, I'm going to try to see what is going on because I don't know what happened. But my hyena passive perception is 17.
Okay. So,
You're large size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a question after this.
Okay. Yeah, you catch up to Gil. Gil, you would see this giant hyena creature with a pink mane. Probably wouldn't be hard to figure out.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Well, I recognize that it's Can.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, you can see the pink mane, but all of a sudden it just suddenly appears next to you. You can see with that passive perception that there is a dwarf not many feet away from you, running at top speed, who keeps looking over his shoulder.
In that case, I am going to take a leap of faith and assume it's Can, and I'm going to try and...
We'll do Fee, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. Well, I just don't... Okay.
No,
It's
just-
right
I
in this
know.
moment
I
kind
know.
of thing. Plus one.
This is all happening at the same time. Okay. Fee, you can give me a perception check if you'd like to locate Nez.
Okay, I sure would.
Okay.
I still believe in my metal dice. Come on now.
Still believe.
17.
Nice.
You did it!
That's your perception, is 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, perception?
Perception.
20.
What?
Dirty 20.
Okay, you spot Nez as he shoulder checks some other like scaly and you hear him yell, "I have shin splits!" And then you see him start to book it towards this ramp that goes up to the next area, and you can also see a very easy route to make sure that your path is not obstructed. What would you
Okay.
like to do?
Well, I'd definitely like to continue following him. But I'm going to call out to Crumb. Crumb, can you just keep an eye on him? He is just one fast little dude. Big dude.
Who am I keeping an eye on?
Nez. I don't know why he's running, but he's running again, so now we'll see where it goes this time.
I don't know, maybe something scared him and he's running away from it.
Well, then I guess he needs us when we get there, right?
All right, I'm on it. And Crumb's gonna...
Nice.
He's like,
And then what
I
is...
choose you.
And then what else are you gonna do, Fee? Because you've just done a perception. Are you gonna continue chasing after him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get some tea.
Oh, is there Bubba here?
Okay, so you will not have disadvantage on, even though there's a crowd. So go ahead and give me athletics.
Okay.
And if you were,
Yeah, can I get advantage since Crumb's helping?
well, I was gonna, if you were gonna try to gust again, you could have advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if that can work.
Yeah.
Now that I'm unobstructed, definitely. 13?
You have advantage, so you would roll again.
Oh, right. I forgot about the advantage. 19.
19 for a total of.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. Nice.
I'm so
So
strong.
this time you see like an opening right to Nez, and how do you cast Gust? How does it look when you cast Gust?
He's going to be like, and like look confused and grab her necklace and then like shoot back behind her. Like I'm
Bakugo
picking
style?
Bruce Almighty. And then just be propelled forward.
All right, you're propelled forward. So you and Crumb get to Nez almost at the same time, but you're like Crumb is right next to Nez. You're just behind Nez, and by like 10 or 15 feet. But yeah, you're now finally catching up. Nez, when we'll, keep in mind when we get back to you, suddenly Crumb appears in your peripheral as you're running.
Can I talk through Crumb? I haven't gotten to do that yet with Voice of the Chainmaster. It comes out my voice.
I'll give you can, before we switch, since you've done some stuff, you can say 6 words.
Okay. So out of Crumb's mouth, Crumb's probably looking over at Nez, and Fee's voice is going to come out saying, Nez, why are you running?
All right.
I like to imagine Crumb just like looking confused suddenly, like he's gonna throw up, and then his mouth just opens wide, and he's like concerned and confused, and then Fee's voice comes out of him,
like
and he's just like,
it's like a PA. All right, Gil, you see this hyena next to you with a pink mane. You understand probably pretty easy that this is Can.
I'm going to take a leap of faith regardless, and I'm going to do that Legolas move from Two Towers where he flips over the back of the horse.
All right, give me acrobatics.
All right.
So my bite is a +5 to hit.
Okay.
"You gonna bite Gil?"
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Acrobatics, 23.
23.
Hell yeah.
So what does this look like,
It
Gil?
looks exactly like that slow motion sequence where the wargs are attacking Aragorn and his trooper from Rohan. Michaela fucking grabs the reins of the horse and he flips up on the back of it. I'm just going to grab a tuft of hyena fur and like flip up onto the back of it.
Okay,
Why
so
not?
as Can is reaching you, you look over, you grab a tuft, and you swing slightly one way and then up to the top and land on Can's back.
I will spend the rest of my action fishing out some rope from my pack, and I'm
Okay.
going to tie it to an arrow.
Excellent. All right. Nezrah, you hear that voice come out of Crumb's open mouth. That's how we're going to play it now. He just opens his mouth. Fee's voice comes out.
Hurts
or like just
horribly
sudden
every time.
possession.
Yeah.
It's Bill Hader at the end of It Chapter 2.
You keep doing physical humor on a podcast.
Look at him,
I'm
guys.
sorry, I grew up on Jim Carrey.
All right, you've reached this ramp. What would you like? And you hear this out of Crumb's mouth.
I don't even remember what he said. Nez, what are you doing?
Why are you
Why are you
running?
Why are you running? He's took my sketchbook.
It's a Kansen.
It has valuable memories.
And are you going to keep heading up the runway here?
Yes.
Okay.
Hoping to head him off at the pass.
Okay.
If you will.
Yeah, give me athletics.
Oh, God damn it. Can I cook up? 11.
Things
11.
are heating up in the kitchen.
It may have thrown you off a little bit. You speaking maybe have winded you as well a little bit.
Yeah,
so you're still taking it. It's not terrible. It's just like an average pace to get up this. You kind of lost a little bit of your momentum as you
get into the power walk.
yeah, just it's a little bit of a stitch in your side.
Yep, a little bit of stitch.
And you start heading up to the top.
Doing the Mario 2 Luigi scramble up the incline.
And Can.
I
You
am
now have Gil on your back.
okay.
You've got this dwarf in your sights. You know that you're faster than this thing. Nothing is faster than you right now.
Then I'm gonna prove it.
I win, bitch.
I'm going to chase them down and do a pounce.
Okay, you could do a pounce from right where you're at.
I'm doing a pounce right where I'm at.
Okay. You're going to do a pounce. Is there a roll for the pounce?
No.
Okay.
I petition to have a roll for balance, as I am hands-free on this hyena right now, trying to tie a rope to the arrow.
That is excellent. So just give me a dex save.
14?
14. Okay, give me a strength check then with your hyena's strength.
Oh.
I just want to see.
rolling?
Yeah, no. I just want to see how powerful this pounce is.
That's
21.
It's a powerful pounce. High or low, Gil?
good. High. Fuck. Low.
Gil, as Can pounces, can you pounce on? Is it count as an attack roll?
I'm pouncing them to like grapple them down, hold them
Oh,
down.
so you don't have it's not like a feature of the hyena.
No.
So you're okay. So in that
I'm
case,
I'm going off script here.
okay. In that case, we will take it as an attack roll then. So go ahead and roll to attack. Or actually, you can take your strength roll that you just had
And shove it. Sorry.
and just and then that can be your attack roll. So it was 21. 21. Okay, yeah. You successfully launch forward, pounce on this dwarf. Gil, you go flying. Okay. You go flying forward through the air.
The wind whistling between your hooves.
So you have pinned this dwarf down with your giant hyena body. Fee, you see Nez begin to book his way up this ramp. He said someone stole his sketchbook. What are you gonna do?
Do I see the sketchbook person at all?
No, you don't. You guys are still. You haven't ascended the ramp yet.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to be running as fast as I can up to the ramp to try to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll probably continue to talk through Crumb. Why the fuck would he do that? What does he look like? What do I look for?
Okay, and then you're going to. Are you going to do gust again? And
Yes.
okay, so go ahead and roll your athletics.
Turn on my
with
wheelies?
advantage.
That'll make you go slower, though.
What?
Because you're using an action to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
You can't dash.
And you could only move 30 feet,
Okay.
but you would have advantage on your athletics. So it's kind of a trade-off.
I'm gonna do the advantage.
Okay.
I need it.
It is cooler.
Yeah. Much better. 17.
17. Okay, yeah, you yell that through Crumb, and then you book it. You make it almost all the way up the ramp. Nez is at the top of the ramp. You're almost all the way up. And now we're going to break down this turn base real quick, because as you guys get to the top of the ramp, you guys see about 15 feet behind you, like behind, if you were to turn right up there, you see Gil flying through the air, the two of you. I will allow you both to give me a dex save. See if you can do anything.
Okay. Sweet. Please. 12?
18.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Fee. You see Gil flying. What would you do if you saw Gil flying as, like, being propulted forward, which isn't a word, but...
I like it.
A lot of propulsion behind his flight, and he seems to be, like, horizontally flying through the air. And yelling. or eeing. He's squeeing through the air.
How far is he?
He's about 15 to 20 feet away from... Well, for you, he's about 30 feet.
Could I throw a potion and hope it lands on him?
That... With an 18,
or
maybe.
with an assist from Crumb was what I was thinking.
Well, it would have to be his reaction. This is like a split-second reaction. So if your reaction is to grab a potion and throw it at him, you can attempt to do that.
I'm going to try it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
It'll be a ranged attack, so keep that in mind. Or it'll be a thrown weapon attack, so it'll be using your strength.
Okay. So 16. Oh, my strength.
Thrown weapons can be used with dex or...
I'd say this
Oh.
one's probably strength because she's throwing a bottle.
Okay. So it's like the same as... Would it be the same as an unarmed strike then? Could we say? Something like that? If it's unarmed strikey, that'd be 19.
19. What's your AC?
17.
Okay. What potion are you throwing?
I threw float with a PH.
And what happens
Cute.
there?
So float, when taken effect, this potion can make people float in the air. But Fee was experimenting with how effective it would be for how high exactly it would go.
Gil's going
So-
up again.
So high.
You have to burp to come back down.
But you're gonna keep floating and not fall.
Can we say that every time somebody throws a potion at Gil, it hits him right in the face? Like, I'm midair, and it's just like...
Yeah, two points over your AC. I say that's pretty safe to just do that. So in that case, Fee, roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, yay.
That's feet, buddy.
Meters.
Miles.
Shit.
85.
Gil, as you're floating through the air, you get smashed in the face by a potion out of nowhere, and you suddenly begin to rise. Now, with your 12, you can attempt to do something, Nez. If he was obviously
I'm
faster,
so sorry.
but
I'm going to use telekinetic shove, but
Okay.
instead of a shove, I'm going to pull him down.
what's your range on that?
It is within 30 feet.
Okay, Nez. So, you are just barely, you could try to grasp Gil.
Okay, yeah.
With
We're going to
this
do
ability.
telekinetic shove, but yeah, grab him to pull him back down.
Okay,
And
and
then
is that a save?
It is a strength save.
Okay. Are you going to resist? Do you even know?
Do I even know?
Would you even know that?
I'm asking you, do I even know that that's what this sensation
willingly fail the save, too, if you want.
Okay.
is? If I know what it is,
You've
then
gotten
I'll-
hit in the face. You're suddenly you were flying through the air. Yeah, you got hit in the face. You're hoisted up in the air, and you feel a tug on your hoof. Would you resist that tug, or would you not? You can do an insight check if you would like.
I will do
but
an
probably
insight.
at disadvantage.
I will argue against it just because I was screaming out of fear as I was being raised into the air. So maybe I'd be less resistant to a force that's pulling me back down.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. That's 22 insight.
You can infer that you are being tugged by some kind of magic down.
I will graciously accept this tug. Put that on a shirt.
Okay.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right.
Happens
Fee,
in this
high or
stays in
low?
the story.
Hi.
All right. Give me that roll, Gil.
Low.
Okay. You can pull 10 feet
Yeah.
All right, Nez, you pull Gil down 10 feet, and then the spell releases. Gil, you then are pulled down and released and
Oh no!
shoot straight up into the air.
Slingshot.
I pinballed you.
We left him so much worse.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
It's like 2 days since
chaos.
last explosion into the air.
You gotta erase your. It's been
Yep.
X amount of days since last accident.
Ken, you are pinning this dwarf down who is fighting against you, so go ahead and give me an opposing strength here.
Bite his fucking face.
Oh, damn.
Name him.
You'll add your strength score.
Us over here.
Or
having,
athletics,
like,
sorry.
whimsical adventures
that
and then
was halfway between.
It was cocked.
It
yeah.
was.
Reroll.
That
worse
was
than Dboe.
Nice.
I mean, the cocked one looked kind of like.
But you're also a large creature.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so you would have advantage. So
There we go.
Okay, so that was the first one. Come on.
That's better. That's
All right.
better. Okay. So that's going to be 14.
14.
Plus half your grandmother's middle name.
So yeah, you two are struggling with each other on the ground. This is a strong little guy. You landed on him and kind of he wasn't able to like really get a good hold to try to fight back. So you guys are kind of struggling. You're pinning him down. He's pushing back. His hood falls back. You can see that he has like kind of like reddish hair and a reddish beard. He looks pretty young for a dwarf, but what were you gonna say?
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to try intimidation.
Okay.
Don't you
I'm gonna do some. I'm not planning on biting this dwarf, but
Bite his face.
hyenas look insane, and I want
Yeah.
to look pretty wild.
Okay, so what are you gonna do to look wild and
I'm gonna be
intimidate?
baring my teeth. I'm gonna be making my best hyena sounds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Hyenas scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah, dude, they're scary as shit.
Have you seen Lion King?
What
Yep.
is that?
That's the one.
That's what did it for me.
I don't have that on here.
Oh, you would use since it's not a physical component, you could, I guess if you're using the hyena's intimidation, you could use like the alternate rule for intimidation, which is strength. And you can use the hyena's strength score plus your proficiency bonus.
4.
Oh, you
Again.
rolled really low?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you, I mean, you're a big beast, so it's not going to take a bunch to, like, really terrify this guy.
Has he even seen a hyena before?
Who knows? But he's busy fighting you off, so, like, his concentration is on, like, your paws on him. He's trying to wrestle him away, so he's not actually looking into your face while you're baring your teeth. So the intimidation isn't as effective as just your ability to hold him down, but you guys are kind of almost evenly matched at the moment. He's very strong.
I am gonna have to bite him. I'm sorry.
Don't bite his face.
Gil, you are slingshotted into the air. Is there anything that you could perceivably do to avoid continuing to slingshot? You are, let's say you're moving at about double your normal speed now up into the air to get to that 85, so you're going fast.
I don't. I do not have a thing in which. I'm just gonna let it happen.
Can
All
I
right.
try to tell him? Well, no, never mind.
You're
Give
nowhere
me
near.
high
I was
or
hoping the
low,
potion,
Gil.
Like,
High. Finally a high.
Okay, excellent. Fortunately for you, Gil, as you shoot up there, you can see out and around you. And you're looking around and you see maybe a block away, which is not that far when you're being shot like this, is a pond, a very placid pond. You can try to aim for that pond.
I will try and aim for the pond and make a jackknife.
Okay, gotcha. So give me acrobatics.
18.
Ooh, that's a lot of core strength.
Yeah, Gil, yeah,
Squeeze
you
the
see
shit out of my buttocks.
You fly up the 85 feet, and
Not
rather than
literally
stop,
shit.
you continue, and you start to hit an arc, and you... and the rest of you guys watch him disappear. And you go flying down into this pond. You're going to try to jackknife into the pond?
Yeah, how deep is this pond?
We're about to find out.
You
Would-
remember the Duck Hunt game on
Would the
regular
flow
Nintendo?
potion
But you
not
could do
help at
the
all
Clay
with, like,
pigeons.
Yes.
And they'd be like,
No, it was because of
Okay.
the
That's
random effect. That was the high or low I had you roll to see to see what that was. All right. Let me do some very very suspect math.
Gil drowns.
all right.
It is 10 feet deep.
Oh.
Oh. Land with my fingers and they just break up to my fucking...
So I will give you an opportunity here, Gil, as you...
I'm going to use my BAM card.
You,
God.
you are.
Fuck. Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. I'm going to fall into a shadow portal that takes me to Eldercross.
You're going to try to.
Try to.
Okay.
That's my mom's hometown.
Okay, you... Okay. So, you are flying towards this pond, and suddenly you can see, like, your shadow getting, smaller on the ground as you approach, and it suddenly darkens, deepens, blackens, and it creates, like, this hole where your shadow once was, right above the spot in the pond where you were going to strike, and you disappear right into it. The rest of you guys just see him fly out over the horizon.
Is he dead?
Through Crom.
Yeah. You guys watch him disappear. Can, you're wrestling with this dwarf on the ground.
Do we see
yeah, do
You
we
see
see Can?
this pink-maned hyena
Oh,
wrestling
okay.
with this dwarf on the ground.
So tight.
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
This huge pink-maned hyena.
I'll definitely, like, do a double take between the two and run over to Can because she's right there. And then...
I'm like kind of imagining like a pinkish red 13 from Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Run up. Try to help Can.
All right, how
Because
are you
this
gonna?
signature Can pink, right?
The main is, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, gonna try and help Can.
How are you two gonna try to help Can?
I would like to try and restrain at least one of his arms and retrieve my sketchbook if I spot it.
Okay, so you will give me an athletics, and then you will give me dex. Both of these are checks.
Ooh, can I?
Or sleight of hand, sorry.
Can I try and use Ray of Frost to freeze an arm to the ground?
You can try. What's the radius, or what's the area of effect on that?
It has a range/area of 60 feet.
Like the cone is it 15 feet?
No, it's like a laser.
Okay. Then give me a dex check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah, you think that you can aim it well enough to like at least get one of his hands on the ground.
Sweet. Okay. So yeah, I run up, see him, and
You wait for the opportune moment.
yep, I'm like I got like the sniper. I got one eye closed.
And then Fee, what are you gonna do?
So is he pretty firmly on the ground right now?
Yeah, Can his body is on the ground, and you watch Nez is aiming a ray of frost, and you can watch him fire, and then you can do whatever you're gonna do.
I'll just run over and like rest my foot on top and then try to start just asking questions.
On top of
The guy maybe who's on the ground or the
like
dwarf.
what part of his body? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like, is he tummy down or
Is he prone or supinated?
Where's
yeah,
his
he's
tummy?
definitely prone. He's on his back.
okay? Yeah, then I will put my foot on his chest
Okay.
and be like, "We're done running now. Give us the fucking book back. Why are you taking some person's book? We don't even know you."
Okay, so now.
What do you work for?
So yeah, the hand is stuck with ice. He's got this giant hyena on his chest, like pinning him down, and now his a foot is like on the upper area of his chest, and a woman is screaming at him. You guys see this dwarf on the ground, like, and he's like
Don't
looking
try
around.
and pose this to where he's the victim. All right?
I wasn't going to. I was just giving you a description of what it looks like.
You just kind of had that cadence where it's like,
No, he's
look at this guy getting fucking accosted by these strangers.
So anyway, this poor defenseless dwarf says,
Hey, the dwarf and I are evenly matched in strength. So
we have a lot of trust issues when it comes to you and your NPCs.
so he's like looking around, and he just suddenly just kind of slumps. And do you take the sketchbook?
I do.
Okay.
What
Is he
did you
dead?
want with this?
Sorry, what'd you say?
He just slumps.
Yeah, he just kind of slumps, and he just kind of stops struggling.
he dies of shame.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything.
Repeat what you said.
What did you want with this?
He kind of looks around at you, each of you, and sighs. I was told to retrieve that sketchbook and bring it back somewhere. I can't tell you where or why.
That's weird. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay, and we all just go our separate ways.
I snarl in his face,
Yeah.
intimidatingly.
All right, give me an intimidation roll.
11.
11. He like kind of like winces back from the breath and the slobber, and he's just like, oh, please don't. I'm not fighting anymore.
Breathe
Who?
heavily.
Did he say he can't tell us who he works for?
He's not gonna.
Okay.
Who do you work for?
I'm going to cast Fey Presence and try to do not the charming, but well, maybe I do want to do the charm. I don't think I've done that yet.
What would Fee do?
I don't want him frightened because he'd run away.
I can't.
Yeah, so I'm going to I'm trying to think of how I cast it. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm going to cast Fey Presence, and then the fall leaves will kind of swirl around me, and then birds will sing, and then the sun is clearing beneath her, and she's like, I'm sorry, let's start over. Can you just give us a little bit? We're just out here. We just got here. This is obviously important to him, and it's important to someone else. You can't tell us anything?
And then what's the save on that?
DC 15.
Charisma?
Wisdom. Sorry.
Fee, you say that, and you just watch his expression just kind of curl into a smile. Oh, hey. No problem at all.
I'll do more than date you. What is up with this town?
Now he's all smiles. And he's just kind of looking at you pretty fondly.
So why don't you tell us why you needed to get this silly book?
It's like how Arwen showed up to Frodo. It's like she's glowing.
Oh, well, I had to do this. I don't know who the individual was, but they were gonna help me with my constant quest. They had information, and I was willing to do it. All they said was, "Hey, can you get this sketchbook from this?" I don't know what. I'm sorry, I don't know what you are, but. He said, "Grab this sketchbook. I think you Dragonborn. Is that right?"
Nez kind of self-consciously runs his hands along the antlers.
Because you kind of look like the Dragonborn here, but you kind of look like Dragonborn from Argaria. So,
What was the who told you to take this?
so I don't know their name. I think it's a woman, but I'm not sure. They were very heavily cowled. Honestly, the amount of power they showed me, I thought, hey, it's better to just kind of, all I got to do is steal a sketchbook. That's easy enough. And then, so I didn't really, like, look that horse too much in the mouth.
Didn't gift that mouth in the horse.
Didn't put my money where my mouth was.
You take your money and put it in the bank. Where did you meet this person?
Yeah.
Can I trust this guy?
He's with me. He's a friend.
Oh, okay.
We are.
And the dog?
We're good people. Especially, wait, the dog. Oh, yeah, yeah. She's great.
She's great.
They're great. Like, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question then, man? I apologize.
Where did you meet?
Oh, the individual? They came to me, actually. I've been looking for the rest of my group for a while, and they were going to help me find them.
Right, but where did you have this conversation?
Oh, it was at the Duma Inn.
Bum, bum, bum.
And we're gonna end right
Snow
there.
falls off the sign and it's spelled DOO. Doma Al Pacino.
Hooah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about who you are? Like, where do you come from?
Yeah, so, well, I'm from a long way away. My
Us
name.
too.
Where are you guys from?
No. What's your name?
My name is Hazen.
Aw,
Holy shit.
precious.
Grounded, you little thieving asshole.
Oh.
Well, no dead to ground him if he's too busy being fucking ascended.
Does he
Dead
say
be
his-
dead.
Does he say his full name?
No, he just says Hazen.
He's got to make the choice between being real good at his job or being a good dad.
That old trope.
That old chestnut. Seeing as we were able to retrieve it, we'll just go our separate ways.
Yeah.
You don't have any other information about this person?
I mean, they were shadowy. I don't even know their name, but they.
Were you supposed to meet up with them with the sketchbook?
Yeah, the Duma
Where?
Inn.
At the Duma Inn?
Yeah.
Did they give you a particular room?
No, they said they meet in my room.
What's your room?
Mine's the Willow room.
Well, let's go.
Okay. And he like looks down at his hand frozen. And he looks up at Can. A little help, maybe.
I revert.
I cut it off with an axe.
You revert. So
Yep, I drop my wild shape.
Can your like hands are on his chest. Now you're all tiny. He like looks down. Oh, cool.
I still don't trust you.
And can I like drop Ray of Frost? Probably not.
Probably not.
That makes sense.
You might have to figure out something.
Fee, can you help him with that?
I can try to.
I create bonfire.
I know. I was like, firebolt.
Wait, I thought you got rid of that.
Can
I did.
Can I like use a lesser force of firebolt? Just
Well,
add some
you know
little
what? I'm
spurts,
just
melt
gonna-
it?
I'm just gonna tap on it with my staff and cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So shoo, it disappears. Ah, thanks. Oh man. Well, I had like a really like painful joint in my finger, like in the like down in my hand, and that seems to have actually solved the problem. So I really appreciate that, guys.
Oh, we call it hot ice.
So anyway, he's like gonna very gingerly. He's gonna very gingerly like put his hands on your shoulders, can them like move you off of him.
I can get up on my own.
Okay, yeah, no problem. And then how long does this last, FYI?
Until the end of your next turn.
Oh.
Well. 6 seconds.
So look, buddy, you better keep playing along with this.
His countenance is suddenly going to like shift, and he's just like gonna look in horror at all of you guys as this effect fades from him. And he's like, "Oh shit! Oh
I
shit!"
grab him.
You're gonna grab him.
I grab him.
All right, give me athletics.
Can
All right,
I
give me
try
a
to?
strength.
Can I try to help?
You can also grab him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and trip him with my staff.
Okay. He's like on his.
Okay.
Okay.
If
He's like crab walking backwards.
if he tries to bolt, I'm gonna sweep the leg.
Okay. So you can ready an action.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
12.
Okay.
Fucking mace of a die.
Does that even roll? It just like
7.
clumps.
Yeah, it's just.
What?
7.
Okay, you guys like.
Rolls shit every time.
Not every
Yeah.
time.
You like grab him,
time.
Can, and he like pulls your hand off of him and begins like backwards
Spin move.
yeah, backwards crab walking.
Do a barrel roll.
Like you like try to stop him and you like slip away like it's
Holy
not
shit,
even
he's
close.
skedaddling.
He's
And
gonna hate what's gonna happen next.
Oh no.
Try and pin him with
Okay.
my staff and tell him.
Like impale.
just like shove him down. With
Yeah.
his, okay,
Yeah.
then give me athletics.
All right. Can I have an advantage since I was readying it? Readying my action?
I will. You can have a +3 because you're standing and you were readying.
Tight. 12.
12. Unfortunately, that is still too. Like he brushes it off, and he brushes it off, and he starts like backing up and turns and begins to run and gets ready to jump off the roof.
I
fuck
am
it.
gonna have to use the net on my staff.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to keep him from doing a jump. I'm like net him like a
Okay.
butterfly, yank
Okay.
him back.
All right, roll to attack.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, you are going to be able to snare him with this net. He,
Hell yeah.
we'll say he's going to try to Never mind. Yeah, as he gets ready to jump, you like butterfly net him, grasp him, and what are you going to do? Like
It's
yank
ape
him
escape.
back?
Just like
It's ape
full
escape.
body
You gotta-
yank back.
You gotta do the
analog
thumbsticks.
sticks.
Yeah, it's ape escape.
So yeah, you yank him back to the ground, and he is like trying to fight against this net. Ah, come on, guys! Ah, you cast that spell on me and made me reveal all this information. Just let me go.
You could have just told us the information and then we wouldn't have to cast spells.
Yeah, why would I do that?
I don't know. Just because it. Why would you take the notebook?
Yeah,
Because
because I'm being
There's a lot of
paid
whys.
in information to take the notebook.
Well, you didn't tell us that until now.
Well, what information are you looking for? Because maybe we can help you. We're the ones with the
Do you know
notebook, by
where the rest of
way.
my group is?
Who's your group? Maybe I saw him around.
It's a bunch of dwarves.
Oh, yeah. I saw him.
Give me deception.
What if I truly believe that I did?
It's not a lie if you
Then
believe
it would be
it.
persuasion, but somehow I doubt that.
Fucking George Canstanza over here.
10.
He does not believe you. He's like, yeah, right. You're just like I'm gonna believe somebody threw a net over me.
I said maybe we saw them. And maybe we did, but we know nothing about them.
Does your group have like a name?
No, just like group. Let me out of this net.
How'd
When
you get
was the
lost from
last-
your group?
Yeah, when was the last time you saw them?
About 3 weeks ago.
Wow,
Where?
you're that foolish.
Yeah. What? You can't help me. Why should I tell you?
Why do you think we can't help you? We caught you. We could certainly help you.
Give me persuasion.
Oh,
He's
that's-
right. I can't help him. I can't help him out of this net at all.
For a second, I was like, man,
Stuck
my
here
persuasion
forever.
got good. But that was cans. 12.
He kind of stops fighting as much. Well, aren't you guys Argarian? That's what I was told.
I think some of us are,
Wait
but
a second. Someone told you about us.
Yeah, the
What
person who
about
told me
us?
to get the notebook.
What'd they say about me?
They said you were.
second tallest in your class.
They said you were from some islands. I don't know. Yeah, you're from some islands, but everybody else is from Argaria.
That's all they said.
They didn't. Yeah,
Well, they said you're very dangerous. You can turn into animals, which I wasn't really thinking about.
what they want you to do with us besides take a notebook.
That was it. They were just giving me information so I knew how to avoid you guys.
But wait a second. Why would it be bad if we're from Argaria? What does that matter?
It's not bad. It's just, are you familiar with this area? I was led to believe that you guys are kind of not familiar with the Echo Province. So if I tell you where, do you guys even know where I'm going to tell you is?
We're more than capable of finding out.
Okay, well, last time I saw them was in Summerhide.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
Summer
start.
Hide.
Deception.
So how far away is Summerside?
Summerside?
20.
Oh, so he looks at you. So you are familiar with it.
Yeah, my family hides there every summer.
Shit. He kind of he's gonna take this as kind of a joke because you already he already believes you. Well, if you guys know where Summerhide is, then maybe you guys could help me. Can you let me out of the net?
Let's make some accords first.
Okay. Well, what do you want?
First off, we'll help you find your group, but you have to help us interact with, possibly detain, this person that you're supposed to meet up with our sketchbook.
His eyes get really wide, and you could you don't even need an insight to tell he thinks that's a terrible idea. He's
We're at least going to confront them. We're going to go back to your hotel room, and you're going to present yourself as if you have our notebook, and we're going to eavesdrop.
This seems like a really bad idea. You guys don't seem to know what this. Whoever this is very powerful.
For somebody that you know nothing about can tell us nothing about, you're very scared of them.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
They showed their abilities with magic.
Such as
tearing through the very fabric of my mind before they even arrived. I've never seen anything like that before. There was nothing, even if I had my eyes closed, they were there, talking to me.
That is disconcerting.
I can do that.
I was going to say,
And
our friend does have the ability to rip a hole in the space-time continuum.
What would you propose then?
well, I mean, I guess I don't know. I could just not go back there would be preferable because
Okay.
if I come back without the sketchbook, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be ripped to shreds.
Okay, there's this then. You'll be under our protection. You can go back to our ship and hide while we go lie in wait in your room for this supposed powerful being.
Give me persuasion,
Oh, right.
and anybody else can help if they want.
Please help.
Yeah.
I will help.
Why are you rolling? How are you helping?
Can we
Yeah,
keep
you
that?
just tell me how you're going to help, and that'll give him the advantage.
I finally rolled good. That's sad.
How,
If this person thinks that we're dangerous, then maybe we could take him on.
All right.
15.
With advantage?
Yep.
All right. He stopped struggling even more, and he's just kind of I guess that's a good point. Are you guys really strong?
No,
We can hold our own.
I'm good at other stuff, though.
Okay. Well, I guess where's your ship at?
I give him directions back to the library.
Okay.
And I
Yeah, who the fuck are you? Get lost.
Yeah. I scribble a little note.
Tape it to him.
Yeah, tape it to him. Make
Do you
sure
do it in your sketchbook? Because that would be pretty ironic.
I do it in the sketchbook, in the corner of the last thing that I was sketching, and I tear it off and I hand it to him, and it basically just says, Kavros, this is Hazen. and he's with us. Signed. Did we ever come up with a group name?
No.
You can just say Nez. Yeah.
Signed Nez.
Okay. So he takes it and he stuffs it in. Can you let me out of this net then? I'm in the Willow Room. If you guys want to do this, I'll let you.
Give me the key.
He fusses with his side and he pulls out this big iron key and he hands it through the holes in the net.
Is there anything in the room that you need me to grab for you?
I mean, my stuff is in there. I've got some belongings, some clothes, some weapons.
Are you packed or unpacked?
I'm mostly packed.
Are there any traps in the room?
No, I probably should have set some though, huh?
No,
Just don't let
this
anybody.
worked out.
I didn't bring my bow along. Just don't let anybody damage it.
Your bow?
Yeah, my bow.
Okay.
Were there any traps set in general, like for people going into the inn if they were expecting us?
No, it's just a regular inn.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon.
All right, and you guys take the net off of him?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, good luck, guys. And he just hops off the roof and disappears from sight.
Does that make a Mario sound? When
Are you guys going to head to the Duma Inn?
We should probably get Gil.
Oh, yeah.
Or start looking for Gil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then head there.
Speaking of Gil, you land in a field somewhere. You're not sure, but it's just kind of you drop 10 feet as this portal kind of opens up. The
Still
shadow
in
portal.
jackknife pose.
Yeah. And you just hit the ground. You look up. It's night. You're in a field of wheat. The season looks like it's late autumn here.
I'm concerned that you're saying the time is something that's happening. Okay.
You should be.
Right.
And you look around. You realize that you are about a quarter mile from the outskirts of Eldercross, in a field that's belongs to one of the farmers, and his name is Leviathan.
Rodriguez.
Leviathan Rodriguez. No, you know that he's a very devout member of Eldercross's community. Devout in the sense of how you would consider devotion, which is to your family.
Gotcha.
And so you look out and you see Eldercross. You're kind of on a hill. You can see it down kind of below, about a quarter mile away. And then as you look further, you can see a lot of familiar sights. But you don't see a lot of people moving about here. It's pretty quiet. It's night, so maybe that's why. But there's a weird, unsettling feeling. Maybe it's the instant transfer. But yeah, it's something feels off.
Uh-oh. Knowing that what happened was likely out of my control,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to dutifully walk home.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fuss around interacting with anyone. Just gonna try and make a beeline, head down, and walk my way up.
As you get closer, you're not encountering anyone. Normally, Eldercross is moderately bustling. It's not a huge area, but it's definitely there's people up a lot in all hours, but you're not encountering anybody as you move through here. You're also noticing as you walk along is a lot of these buildings look as though they are kind of abandoned. And some of the windows are broken, and it doesn't look like there's been violence or anything like that. It just looks abandoned. Yeah, it just looks as if it has been abandoned for a while.
This place looks like shit.
And you continue along. You're heading to your mother's house?
Yeah.
All right, describe what the path looks like from the town to, typically what it would look like from the town to your mother's house. How would that generally look?
So there's a cluster of buildings and kind of a circle like the main square is in a circle shape. There's a fountain, a really old fountain in the center of it. There's like a tall crouched figure, like it looks like like something you would worship or something.
Some kind of statuesque figure? Okay.
Yeah, feminine features. But I'm going to walk across the cobblestone, and there's a path that winds up and then slowly goes up the hill where there's a bunch of trees on either side, but they're purposefully planted. It's not like a forest. They're like systematically placed, and there's just a long walkway that I'll take up there.
Okay. And as you pass the fountain, that feminine statue is missing a head. And the head is nowhere to be seen. A piece of like the arms have like deteriorated. This, like, if you weren't like, if this was your first time here, you'd think that this was a ghost town for a long time. And as you continue all the way up to Brody Manor, you like the stairs leading up to it, like the steps, they're like kind of crunched and fractured and overgrown. And you arrive at the manor, and the door, it doesn't even have a door on the front.
I'm going to walk in. Ma, what the hell is going on out there?
You are immediately kind of assaulted by the smell of death, Gil.
Ugh.
As you enter, it's very strong and it's everywhere. But not only do you smell death, but you just feel this ominous aura from somewhere within this place. As you look around, you see that, unlike the last time you were here, it is not vibrant. It's not like, it doesn't look like cozy and just like home. This looks like somebody squatted here and tore stuff out. It looks like people have traveled through here a bunch and just like been waylaid here and abandoned it, but that was all long ago.
In a mad rush, I'm going to investigate the downstairs floor. I'm going to look into her normal haunting places, the kitchen by the window, the living room by the bookcase, and then in her bedroom to see if she's in here somewhere.
Yeah, you don't find hide nor hair of your mother, and you don't there's anything that would have been typical of her presence is completely gone. Like it's not like she was like in the middle of making tea or anything like that. Like there's no sign that anyone has been here in what looks like years.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Where's this ominous sense coming from?
It seems to be upstairs.
Of course it is. I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right, so you begin walking up the stairs, and it creaks and dust kind of flies up with each step as you continue up and up. And as you get closer, it's almost like this oppressive feeling pushing against you as you continue to ascend the stairs. And it gets harder and harder for you to move closer. And at one point, it almost feels like your stomach is crumbling in on itself. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to know. I just need to know what's going on.
Okay. And you continue forward, and as you get to the top of the stairs, you enter the hallway. And at the end of the hallway is what appears to be this huge fissure taking up most of the space. It's almost like a slash in reality itself. It's like an angry, vibrant red and orange, almost like it's both infected and on fire right at the end of the hallway. And it kind of pulsates. And each time it pulsates, you're hit with this stomach crumbling feeling.
I'm gonna go into my room.
Okay.
Real quick, eyeing the wall fissure.
Okay.
And gonna, while still looking at it, fumble for the doorknob.
Okay.
And walk in.
All right, you walk in, And you see that your room looks almost untouched from the last time you left it. Weirdly. It smells stale in here, but it looks untouched.
Man, this is some Silent Hill shit.
But you see, like you're looking around and you see on your bed is a book or a journal that you do not recognize. It is not yours.
A book. This is highly on the regular. I'm going to look at the book.
Okay, it's just it's a simple cover, no ornamentation, no title, anything like that.
I smell the book.
It actually has a lingering scent to it that's not death or staleness. It smells like almost perfumated.
Okie dokie. I'm going to grab the book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find my Pit the Blessed action figure and put that in my bag. And I'm going to grab some of my leftover clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go back into the hallway.
Okay.
Fissure still there?
Fissure's still there.
Oh, hi, Fissure.
My aunt always told me, don't go into wall holes. You don't know where you'll end up. Who am I even talking to? I'm going to walk towards the wall fissure, and I'm gonna, as I'm doing that, I'm gonna glance into the rooms down the hallway, as I make it over there to see if there's anything going on in those places.
Each time you look into one of these rooms, you can see like silhouettes or shadows moving about, almost mimicking past events in your life. You can see like a silhouette of you and your mom interacting. You can see like your aunt's silhouettes and you small. You can see a silhouette of you and a previous love interest, like sitting next to the window and like heads thrown back laughing.
Just out of blind curiosity, I'm going to think into the tooth and say, Nez, I think shit's about to get weird. And then I'm going to walk into the wall fissure.
You're going to walk into the wall fissure. You instantly feel like your skin is on fire, Gil. And you feel like your entire being is being pulled into this fissure. Even as you're walking willingly toward it, it's like it's grasping at you with hot hooks to pull you in. And you are yanked into the wall fissure, and suddenly everything goes black for you. Nez, you hear through the tooth as you guys are getting ready to do whatever it is you're going to do. You just hear, Nezrah, Nezrah, I've got your friend. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Well. Oh my God. Oh no.
That's what you get for canoodling with warlocks, though.
The girl on the windowsill was also a warlock. I've never learned from my mistakes.
You just keep sticking it in warlocks. Way to go.
Whoopsie. That was a interesting BAM card.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, well, how about let's do tonight's MVPC? The most valuable player character. I want to know who deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nezrah's 1, Gildebrand's 2, Ophelia's 3, and Kanak is 4.
Is Tomar 5?
On the count of 3, I want you guys to hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote. All right. 1, 2, 3, vote. All right. We've got 2 votes for Gil, 1 vote for Can, and 1 vote for Nez. Nez, why'd you vote for Can?
Can caught Hazen twice, essentially. Once as a dope-ass huge hyena, and once in the ape escape net. And I think that's cool. I appreciate that, being able to catch the guy that stole my sketchbook.
Excellent. Gil, why'd you vote for Nez?
This was really hard because everyone did something really cool that utilized one of their abilities or one of their items.
Yeah, the thorn whip.
They were just all very resourced.
that too.
I mean, I highly
And you with the gust.
inconvenienced you.
Yeah,
But it was
a
cool.
really cool idea.
Yeah.
And then working with Nez to try and pull me back, but then leading to more chaos. I really liked I liked how everyone was interrogating. I don't want to single out anyone, but
Yeah,
I liked
yeah.
that you were the kind of a voice of reason of the group. And I liked that you froze his hand in place. Like that was a cool little touch. So I don't know.
Sick.
Nice. Fee, why did you vote for Gil?
I really like Gil's sound effects when he's falling and flying, and that was great. Also, I really wanted to use float, and so that was fun being able to use float.
Nailed it.
Yeah, he did great until he did really
you
bad.
All right. And Can, why did you vote for Gil?
I voted for Gil because I think he's going to need this inspiration the most. But also because I feel like he did a lot to drive the story forward in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
But something's going to happen.
This one was really hard. I usually it's sort of like, this person, because whatever. But yeah, everybody contributed very well.
Excellent. Well, that means tonight's MVPC is Gildebrand Molani.
Thank you.
You're going to need that D10, as Can said. So, yeah, hold on to it. Hold it dearly. Hold it closer, tiny antler. That's me. But yeah, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. Now, if you like what you are hearing, head on over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts and consider leaving a review. Any review you leave, we will listen to. We will read it so you can listen to it on the podcast. Also, while you're there, consider giving us a star rating. 5 stars is always appreciated. If you'd like to get a little extra benefit, head over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and consider making us warlocks with your patronage. Now, we've got a bunch of cool tiers, and as you've seen throughout this particular season and campaign, one of the highest tiers allows you to create an NPC that will interact with the characters in some capacity, but we've also got stuff at much lower tiers, including behind the scenes and bonus content. So if you like hearing some of the extra stuff, like our level up stuff where we discuss what we took on with new levels, that's something that would be considered behind the scenes content or bonus content, and you will have access to that. So head over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and see if anything trips your crossbow. Also, we have a Discord, and it is
Free!
It is free. The link is in the episode description. Click that link, hang out with us in the Discord, and continue creating this mass hysteria that exists online with the rest of the D20 Syndicate, Syndicate, Syndicuties. It seems
Syndicuties.
people seem to be calling it whatever they want. But yeah, head to the Discord. Also, we've got merch, tpublic.com. Go to the D20 Syndicate page and buy some bullshit.
And we got merch, and I was waiting for Lindsey to chime in. It's free!
I always want to Patreon just for
The merch is not free. Please, no. The merch costs non-free money.
Tell us what you want. We'll buy it and ship it to you.
For a price. But that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. See you next week. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. It really feels like I entered a boss zone too early.
I guess we'll find out.
This is like Morrowind all over.
Did you guys ever see that show? It's been years, but some dude like was a cop or some shit, and he studied like people's body language. So he was like a body language expert.
Lie
so
to
they
me.
were, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
With
Jason
Tim-
Isaacs?
It was Tim Roth.
Tim Roth.
That
That's who it was.
show was fucking dumb.
But it was awesome. I loved Lie to Me because I love Tim
Tigers.
Roth. I'm such a whore for Tim Roth.
Like every time that happened, I'd be like, "You don't know." Like,
Yeah, he'd come in.
This guy think he know.
You see, when you said that thing, your mouth, the corner of your mouth.
how do you feel about cleaning up wax, glass, and water?
Which we know is combustible together.
Wax, glass, and water. Band name Dibs.
You got it.
Wax, glass,
It's all
I'm
yours.
fighting you for that one. Wait, holy shit, the domain's taken.
You guys know that you can fish for scorpions with ants?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fish where?
The ocean.
Why are you trying to catch so many scorpions? What are you
I'm
doing
not,
with
but
them?
some people
Pranking
do.
stuff.
Pranks and stuff. You can make a lot of money selling them as pets.
Wake up
apparently,
in the morning, go scorpion
As what?
fishing.
They're-
Scoop my tub next to the fire.
you're gonna say the scorpion hole.
Scoop my tub to the scorpion hole.
Gonna dump my scorpions in
My
Gonna dump 'em
mouth,
in.
my friend's
belly button, in my friend's belly button.
pillowcase.
I gotcha.
Come on. You're not even
Stinging
reacting.
the fuck out of me.
Their face is blowing up like the guy from Big Trouble in Little China.
It's still stinging me. It's trapped in the pillowcase and stinging me.
Tracked with the pillowcase, and so am I. It's stinging me through the
Through
pillowcase.
the pillowcase and it got stuck.